Okay, well, it seems like we're live. Be good if I recorded it. Um, how are you today? Be good if I got to the right screen so I could see my face so I know that we're on. And we are. Oh, we can't be there. We need to be here. I want you to see what we're going to talk about. Good morning. Good morning. Gosh. You know, first off, we have to just say hi. How you doing? Good morning. Dobro jutro. We'll do the Bosnian greeting. Um, what are we on day 8 of the live streams in a row? I can check. Let me take a look. I always get freaked out because whenever I start my stream, there's very seldom anybody that's with me to start, and then later on it'll show that there's some people with me, and then I feel better. But it feels strange talking to myself to start. So anyway, let me look at the. Let me see if I don't even know. Here, let me see the schedule. No, I better not do that. I will do it. This might be bad. It's probably bad. Can you see me? I can't even tell. Oh, see, now I have two live streams. That's not good. So I screwed up. So there may be nobody coming to my stream today. Let me go make some changes. I got to do better. Here, just a second. We're gonna be okay. Okay, so here's some pro tips for a day. Number one, if I'm going to do a stream for the next day, if I'm going to set one up, I need to not make any changes right before the stream. Now, that's hard to do because all these streaming services are like, set it up like, a minute before you go live. So that freaks me out. I've been down in my basement, which is my studio, for the last 20 minutes with the camera on and the lights on and everything ready to go. And I couldn't go. And so I started messing around with the stream. And sure enough, once you mess with the stream, it's screwed up. And so now I've got a screwed up stream. But hey, it's part of it, right? Let's see. Maybe I can fix it. Now this is going to be weird. If I screw things up, don't freak out. Okay, I'm going to fix this too. This is annoying. Okay, so while we're here, I'm going to go and see if I can fix this. So I would need to be here. It's so complicated for me. I guess I'm a boomer, but I don't want to be. Now I need to check on this. And it's like if like it on my end, there's 2 streams. So if I'm wrong, we're gonna have some serious issues here. And if I try to delete one and I delete the wrong stream, then we're in trouble too. So this stream I have to delete. Okay. And then we should just be on one stream. And all I can do is say, I'm sorry if you were checking on the other stream, but we're not going to be there. So that's how you really want to start the day. You want to start the day with a stream that's not working, a stream that's not deleting. So yeah. So anyway, like I said, I was here 5 minutes before the stream started. And I thought that, I thought I was in good shape today because last week or yesterday, I think I was a minute late. So I'm trying to be right on time. And then today is just terrible. So let me see if it worked out. it's not very happy with me. I can tell you that. So I don't know. Today, like, I'm going to change the parameters of the stream for 30 days. And I'm going to change it by saying that it's 9 o'clock on the 7th, and I made every effort to. Oh, there it is. Good. Okay. Now we should be good. Okay. All right. I quit. I quit on that. So anyway, if I do manage to stream and it doesn't work out, I still think I streamed for 30 days. And since I'm in charge of the stream, you can't change my mind. So anyway, got a lot of little house cleaning to go over. Yesterday I hit 50 subscribers for the first time in 2 months. If you've seen the 50 subscriber special, you know that I was doing well. My channel was growing. And then I did a video on an agent, real estate agent in California that had was a fellow, and he posted himself naked in a showing, in a listing, and I posted the link to the article because I like to credit people that produce the news. I am a news aggregator in the sense that I just take what other people give me and I put it on the screen. I do not go interview people or anything like that, so I always put my sources down. But this fellow had, been nude, and he had been, it was a way to generate generate buzz for his listing. And so I just thought about that, and I just kind of wrote down what I thought and put it on YouTube, and YouTube didn't like that. They didn't mind the video. Well, let's go over it. So I did the video with the link underneath. The minute that I posted the video, YouTube came back and said you've got a warning, and so that's not good because you get 1 warning, 3 strikes, and you're out. Or if you do something really bad on YouTube, you get thrown out that day. So that plays into something in the future. So anyway, my channel was doing good. I posted this I thought harmless video because there was no nudity, everything was pixelated. There was no even real bad talk, if you will. Again, I'm trying to skirt YouTube's, I'm trying to stay within YouTube's range, but there was nothing wrong with that video. But then it came back, hey, you're in a warning. So I appealed it immediately because I read the policy, and by the way, these policies are just strange. Whenever somebody says it's for community safety, you just know that it's not. Just know that's not what it's about. So anyway, I read it, and I was so, like, I'd been working on my YouTube channel for a couple months at that point, and I was so upset. Like, I'd spent all this time on it, and here all of a sudden I'm getting a warning for something that I didn't even do. So when I appealed, it was more of an emotional appeal. It's like, this can't possibly be against your guidelines. This isn't that risque. I mean, what's going on here? And so then YouTube doesn't respond until they want to. And then before they responded, like maybe an hour after I got the strike, I looked and it said that it was because of the link. They're striking out the link, that I put a bad link in the article but the link was straight to the article. Now, we know that there's AI involved. We know that there's buzzwords on YouTube that they can, flag and just automatically, stop the feed or stop the video. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I get it, but it still feels like somebody personally attacked you. A week and a half later, my appeal was adjudicated. They said, you're right. This isn't against our policies, and we're removing your warning. And so I appreciated that. But for that week and a half, I was very, very uncomfortable. Plus, the minute that I did that, everything on my channel, the views just went to nothing. So I feel like they turned off my ability to be discovered at the same time that they turned off the video. And ever since then, it's been a struggle. I mean, a serious struggle to get any sort of traction. And I didn't think that was going to be the case. I thought that once there was no warning, that we would go back to the views we were getting. And so I'm quite disappointed by what happened. Can I prove that that's what's going on? No. But it sure does tie in perfectly with when it happened. That video also never got a lot of show views. So I guess it's just not going to happen. So anyway, 50 subscribers as of yesterday. The first time I got 50 subscribers, the next day I lost one, and then I lost two more, and I was stuck at 47. And so I did a video on my 50th subscriber special that I didn't even have 50 subscribers. Now I do. I'm thrilled. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. It means something to me. I don't make any money off of this. I spend a lot of time on it. You'd be amazed about how much time, based on my videos, how much time I spend on them. But I'm kind of a boomer. I hate to say it, but I mean, it's just a miracle I can even get a video out there daily. And so the YouTube policy of how they, figure out videos are going to, what's going to stay and what's going to go and what they're going to do with creators is not great. It's not that I think I should be able to talk about whatever I want. It's that when you put the automation in there, I'm really at a disadvantage. And then if I did I'm a human. I might make a mistake. There's no space for mistake on the internet. And you say, well, yeah, there is. You get 3 strikes. And that's not what the policy reads. You get 3 strikes, but if you say something really bad, you can be thrown off that day. There's no need to even. And then once you get thrown off, you can't talk. You can't communicate with your audience. And so let's go to the next topic, and that is, hey, I really think that for the good of the channel and for the good of me, my mental health, we need to go other places. We need to have a place where we can go that if I ever get booted from YouTube, you can find me and know that I'm still doing okay. And so I wanted to go over that with you. Now, there's 2 real choices. Well, there's 3. It's very strange. There's 3 main choices. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. I like to live stream. I'd like to live stream every day. I feel like it makes me sharper. I'm not 100% at it, but I'm getting better. Number 2, I like doing short videos that if you have 10 minutes to watch, I'm good with that about a particular topic. Now, perhaps the content is kind of on top of itself. And by that I mean my videos are about real estate news, and my live streams are about real estate news. So there's a lot of real estate news. Last night, so I've always had a locals account, and I always used to do locals only exclusive content, but no one ever went to my locals page. Yesterday, I got a subscriber on locals for the first time, a follower. Now, I don't know, when I looked at the statistics that evening, maybe it was a fake account because they're gone or something, but I did have one, and so that was good. So, I'd like to kind of post. Well, so locals was not working for me. Okay, doing extra content on top of content for me doesn't make any sense. And you talk about, well, that's how you monetize your time. Yeah, but I'd rather do chats. I'd rather do super chats and just be done with it. Or, well, we'll go to that next. So there's a couple guys over on Odyssey that I respect. So I looked into Odyssey last night and I opened an account. And what I wanted to do in Odyssey, I wanted to stream in Odyssey and I wanted to post my videos. So I wanted to be a backup. And it says it's based on blockchain and all this stuff and whatever. I would just like to have everything on a second page. Well, here's the problems I ran into so far. First off, it's not free. There's these little tokens, and so you need enough tokens to post stuff. So I ran out of videos. I posted one live stream and one video, and I'm out of tokens. I can't post anymore unless I pay. or unless I unlock all these things, and I can't unlock the things because what was I going to say? I can't unlock these things because they're validating my account. That's not good. And then I found out to stream, you have to have 50 tokens or something. I don't have 50 tokens. So Odyssey's not going real well for me to start. Okay. Oh, and on the videos, I have to reformat every video I post to the desired format over there, which is different than the format I use for YouTube. So breaking down Odyssey: 1, cryptocurrency that I don't understand. 2, blockchain that I don't understand. 3, it's not easy for me to post over there. Video, I have to redo a video, each video. 4, I can't live stream over there at the same time. I'd like to simultaneously live stream because it's just easier for me. So all these things are happening to me on Odyssey. So literally today's video that I do this afternoon, I won't even be able to post it because I don't have enough credits. You say, well, John, just go pay for credits. Well, you know what? I spent probably 2 hours on a live stream, 1 hour actually live, and then the other hour preparing. I spent another hour or two doing a video because I have to, believe it or not, edit it and render it and all this stuff. Okay, so that's 4 hours of my day gone, and then I need to pay people to post my stuff. It doesn't make any sense when there's YouTube. So what's terrible about YouTube is the censorship. What's great about YouTube is it's virtually barrier free. It's the largest audience, and I mean, as long as you don't run afoul of the rules and you don't know what those are, which is weird, you'll be fine. Now, and so I liked Odyssey, but it's just not going well. Now, then there's Rumble, and Rumble ties into locals like this. On locals, at certain membership tiers, you get the ability to do more things. Like you can send emails to your people, which I'm not in a great tier. I'm in like 0 to 50. You can do 3 live streams a month or 5. Well, that's not going to work. So now, and I don't think you can simultaneously stream to locals while you're doing your YouTube stream. So that's no good. I mean, we got some serious issues here with locals. I have no followers, and there's no real algorithm to get me where I need to go. Whereas, like, it could recommend my videos. You have to search by tag and stuff like that. So I'm not in good shape because nobody knows who I am. I mean, I'm John Shank. I'm a real estate broker in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a YouTube commentator. And I help people buy and sell homes. That's my job. That's what I do. I'm not an author yet, but I'm working on it. Anyway, I don't even shoot. Is the microphone even working? So anyway, we'll talk about that next. So locals and Rumble got together, and they're integrating that as quickly as they can. Then all of a sudden, Rumble got bought out or did whatever with a venture capital firm, so they're being listed on NASDAQ. So they're going to have changes. But I go to Rumble to open the account. I can upload videos. They have this great, in theory, licensing thing. So if I go with one license, then they're the ones that are licensing my stuff, and it beats YouTube. It actually claims the video off of YouTube. Then there's another tier that says, we'll leave YouTube alone, and we'll still push your video everywhere else. I don't like that one. So then the other one is Rumble, just straight Rumble. You can be on Rumble. But I looked in the back end, and you can't be on Rumble for free. Essentially, you don't get monetized in any way if you go on that particular tier, as I read it. So we don't know if you're recommending my videos or anything. So that's not good. And then I went to live stream, which is like, okay, I'm not able to live stream on Odyssey, but at least I'll be able to stream on Rumble because I've seen it done. Well, it turns out you can't stream on Rumble unless you pay them like $25 a month. So these companies want to say, hey, we are a YouTube alternative. We are better for X, Y, and Z reasons. We're better for the creator. We're better for the, okay. But again, the barrier to entry for a YouTuber just starting or a vlogger is too high. I mean, I got a couple thousand in gear to just to live stream, and to do videos, and then I'm going to add more a month for this stuff. No. So, it's fine because I'm not a big fish. And so, I can argue and complain and moan and no one's going to care, and that's fine. But at some point we're going to have to, if we're going to call ourselves YouTube alternatives, then we better be a little bit more easy to use. So right now I'm currently not streaming anywhere other than YouTube, right? I could stream on Facebook, but I don't even understand that. I don't know. This social media stuff is bizarre. With that, let's go to my next topic, was the headphones. As you know, I'd like to do streams where I'd like to actually talk to people. And by the way, I have to pay for that streaming software as well. But anyway, if I did that, I could, I can't use my microphone and the speakers because it causes feedback. So I have to have headphones. So I got headphones, as you know, last week. And they plug in to the microphone port, which isn't great. Not great. I was just looking at it again. So then I don't have enough USB ports anymore on my computer, so I needed some sort of hub to get, and then there's USB 3.0 and there's USB 2.0. 2.0 doesn't carry stuff as fast, so but I've got like 6 USB ports, but only 2 of them are USB 3.0. So my camera has to be on 3.0 or else it just looks terrible. And it's not great now, but I mean, you really want to see terrible, that's what it is. And then, so I got a hub, a USB port, like 4 of them, and I used them up immediately. And then I got a Bluetooth receiver for my computer so that I could listen to my headphones on the on the computer and not have to be plugged in, because I don't like the plugged in thing. It's really weird. So last night it took a couple hours, and I did get it done, but it was a pain. I kept having the Bluetooth switch off and on, and I plugged it into the port that I bought, but it doesn't like the port, so I had to do 2.0 USB in the front. But it's just been, and then I lost my microphone when I did that for an hour, so then I had to restart my computers, and it wasn't good. I would not say that it was a great day for Deerwood Realty and technology. But we move on. I wanted to talk about the 50 subscribers. I just wanted to say thank you. I think we all have the illusion that, we'll put something on YouTube and it'll go viral and we'll be famous and everything and our lives will be perfect. And it's not that way, which is not a surprise, because what is? So 50 subscribers mean a lot. 100 subscribers means as much. Anybody that subscribes, I appreciate it. I'm trying to get it set up so that I've got a new website coming up for the Deerwood Realty and Friends podcast that you can sign up there. You can get a newsletter whenever something comes out and where it is, so that you can find me. Because it seems like in this tech world, we're getting to the point where we're just not able to communicate freely because somebody puts barriers in front. So I looked on search. Can you find Deerwood Realty and Friend podcast? Yes. You won't see anything for streaming. And then if you search up Deerwood Realty, you'll get some homes in Minnesota, homes in Florida, and then a management company out of Colorado that's, oddly enough, I'm friends with a friend of theirs. So Um, and then you talk about, I mean, let's just get it out there. So you may not like the way Google censors stuff on the algorithm. Well, have you tried a different browser, a different search engine? They are terrible. DuckDuckGo is not good. I mean, maybe it'll get better, but right now it's not good. And then I just tried the Brave, and I don't care about like security on browsing, on search. I care about giving me the results that are what I want to see. So I run a company. It's Deerwood Realty. Okay, it needs to be first in search, not in the paid ad section. I don't care about that, but right up front, if you look up Deerwood Realty, you should be able to get to my website. And if I'm fourth down, it's stupid. It's just stupid. And you say, well, you don't have backlinks. I do have backlinks. I know all about search. Seriously, do a better job. Again, all these people want to attack the top dog. Okay. Everyone wants to attack Google. Everyone wants to attack YouTube. Okay. And the response has been in the past, well, just make your own. Part of that is true. Make your own, but also at least have it come close to competing. If you want to say you're YouTube alternative, then make it a YouTube alternative, meaning I can still post videos seamlessly and I have no issues. Okay. Same thing with search. You want to say you're a Google alternative, search alternative. I want to be able to type something in and I want to be able to get to where I'm supposed to be going. And this is 2021. Google's been around for how long? I can remember before Google and the search engines were terrible then. Then we had Google and it was awesome. Now Google's not awesome. Well, I mean, they're an awesome company. They've got all kinds of cash and let's not get talking about corporatism. So anyway, that's what I'm working with today. Do I feel better sharing? Yes, I do. Oh, one last thing. I don't so my whole thought process is I want to be real. So I want there to be, no barrier between what you see on a video and if you saw me in real life. And one of those is we got to talk about my voice. Am I self-conscious about my voice? Yes. Why am I self-conscious about my voice? I don't know, but I always have been. So when we talk about, I've told you about, it's hard for me to hear on the phone. Well, I can't hear, and then when I talk, it's like my voice. I don't know. It can be very, very gravelly. It can be very, very. It kind of gets pitched in a weird way. You can tell I've got in the back of my throat today. But my friend Tim, he has a friend that's a voice actor. And have you ever, well, I mean, he's he messes around as a DJ, but I mean, everything, if you talk to him regularly, he's just a total normal guy. But then when he gets on the microphone and does all these settings, it's like, hello, really, really, really smooth delivery. And I don't have that ability, and I don't want it. And that's what I'm trying to put across is my voice may be annoying. But it's to me, it's better to hear it unfiltered than it is to hear it filtered through a bunch of digital stuff to turn into something that it's not. Jokes, we don't do jokes very often anymore, but there used to be the joke. It's like, he's got a face for radio. I thought that was great. I just thought it was great. I just thought that was funny. I don't have a voice. My voice is messed up, and I've got a face for radio. So it's a tough sled. But anyway, so again, it goes along with this. I don't want editing. I don't want all this fake stuff. I don't like it as a real estate agent. I don't like the fakery in the real estate world. It just drives me insane. So I try to I try to present myself in the way you would see me in real life. So hopefully that comes across. Hopefully you appreciate it. And that's that. So with that, let's go over some of the articles. Now, one of the things that happens is, like yesterday, I think I got through 3 articles and I had 7. So there were 4 that I didn't get to. So I'll get to in a day. And they're all over the place because I'm being inundated with information 24/7. So, when I do these things, it's fun. I mean, I've not read most of these articles. So I'm reading for the first time you are. But this is typical. I wake up in the morning, see all these articles, I read them so that I can feel like I'm better informed, and then I go about my day. But the funny thing is most of these articles are written by people that aren't even real estate agents. And so, it's just strange. So anyway, let's go over these things. I just wanted to see where I was at because I knew that it was going to go poorly. Okay. Here we go. I'm doing my best here. Sorry. I should probably not be doing that way. Anyway, here we go. Oh, I gotta hit a button. So the first story today is about, I always do that, I'm sorry. Here. It says US's tallest beachfront tower to be branded by Bentley in Miami. Well, what's that about? So it's in the New York Post. It says developer Gil Deezer of Miami's Porsche Design Tower and residence by Armani Casa is launching a new luxury condo in Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, in collaboration with Bentley Motors. So let's find out if I can do this. New tab, and I will go to Google Maps because I don't know where this is. And so, what did they say? Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. So we go here. Sunny. Where is that? Oh, it's pretty. I don't see the little. It says a city located on a barrier island in northeast Miami-Dade County, Florida. So it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It says Sunny Isle Beach. So it's going to be along here. Okay. I mean, that is right on the water. So it's going to be the tallest, it says here. It's the first branded Bentley residence in the world, and each residence will include an in-unit multi-car garage on the same floor as their apartment via a patented elevator known as the Deservator. Let's see if we can learn about the desert. See, I can do this. Okay. I'll play it, but I got to turn the sound off. So here. Let's see what it's about. So you drive in. Okay. So I can do that. And what's going to happen? Well, let me go check because, okay, I want to make sure you can see it. And then there's these garages. I mean, look how big this place is that you can drive around in it. And that's okay. So then look at that. It opens. It's all glass. Okay. And then look at that. You drive in. Tells you to stop. And there's people there. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, it turns you around. How wild is that? How wild is that? I mean, this is wild. I mean, I don't want you to have too much dead air, but at the same time, I just kind of want to see what happens here. So far to me, I'm not, I mean, I'm not being a judge, but so far to me, it's taking too long. I have no patience. 2 minutes in, and we're still, I mean, now that was the, I don't think he was doing that. I think that was the floor. Okay, now the door shuts, which is pretty cool. It's just funny to me, like somebody with a big old truck or something goes in there and can't get in. They get stuck. So now he's sitting there, and now they're going up. I mean, it's happening. How wild is that? I mean, seriously. I mean, can you believe this? I do think that, I think it makes sense. But I would worry about fumes and stuff like that. Okay, well now they're where they need to be. It stopped. So now here it is opening up. And now he's not touching the wheel, and it pushes you out. And then you just get out. I mean, that is just, it's just amazing. I think it took a little bit of time. I mean, we're at 5 minutes. But look at the views. Wow. So it says it's the first branded Bentley residence in the world. And each residence will include an in-unit multi-car garage. So let's talk about that. So what they're doing now, I suspect for financing purposes, basically for financing purposes. What you do is if you're a developer, you go out there and you get a sponsor. And what you want to do is you want to sponsor like a lifestyle. So the Miami's Porsche Design Tower and Residence by Armani Casa are two developments that this guy's done, or girl. I don't know who he is. I'm suspecting it's a guy because I think that was the guy driving the car. Okay, so it says Miami's Porsche Design Tower. So you brand the tower and use that for the financing, which is pretty smart. Okay, if you can get somebody to do it. And then it says the 749-foot tall tower is set to be the tallest on American beachfront. It's slated for 2026 completion. Prices start at $4.2 million, so it's a little bit out of my price range. And each unit will come with floor-to-ceiling glass windows, water views, and a balcony with a pool and an outdoor shower. So, you know, you want to see the beach. You don't want to see into the city, I don't think, but who knows? And it's weird, an outdoor shower. I don't understand that really. Then it says, building amenities include a private restaurant with resident chef, a cinema, whiskey bar, and a cigar lounge, gym pool, spa, cabanas, and landscaping. I mean, I don't understand what the landscaping would be that would be, but whatever. It's not for me. It says the sales gallery, which opens in January, will include, now this is just the sales, like this is, so I want to, like it's like, on a McBride home here in St. Louis, you go to a trailer on site. But anyway, it says it will include a whiskey bar. I don't know what that means, that word, Macallan, and lounge, a Bentley heritage room with a car and a life-size Bentley car structure. So I just wanted you to see that. I don't know if that's what it's going to look like. And it doesn't really have a name yet. It just says it's being sponsored by Bentley Motors. But anyway, good for the developer for thinking outside the box and sponsoring, sponsoring developments. That's pretty smart, I have to admit. It's got me beat. And and if you're going to cater to a high dollar clientele, I mean, Bentley is a brand name that makes sense. So you wouldn't have like a pet food tower. We do in St. Louis, but I mean, you wouldn't. They own the building and they work there, and I don't know that it's pet anymore. I don't remember. Ralston Purina. We had a Ralston Purina building, and it had Ralston Purina in it, but it wasn't a residential condo. That'd be kind of funny if they did it. It's weird. You got to think of all these brands. Like I would think, if developer Gil Deezer is listening to me, some other brands I would think about would be Bell Helicopter and maybe like Learjet or somebody like that. That'd be great for a upscale tower. So think about it. You don't have to pay me anything. I'm not going to jump in your space anytime soon. So that's fun. I liked that article. So now we go to another article here. It says, Chicago area family still in shock after they hired home improvement contractor via home advisor, only for the contractor to smash up their property. I will leave, obviously, the link to this. It's amazing. There's a video. I can't get rid of this. I'm sorry. There's a video. Anyway, kind of annoying. It says, so you should watch the video. You should go here and watch it. Okay. I pause it. Let me check and see if it's making sound, because I don't want to get a copyright violation. Copyright strike. Okay, so it's not. So it says, a suburban backyard was left in tatters with the garage and furniture hacked apart, and you won't believe who was responsible. It says, Jonathan Moody does not need video to remind him of May 15th, but here's the video of what happened. So there's video up there. It says, what are you doing? His wife is heard yelling in horror as a man smashes the windows and siding on their garage with their patio furniture already lying wrecked behind the man. He said, it brings up just a lot of trauma of that day. And he can't forget it, thanks to the missing window and cracked siding that greet him in his backyard each morning now, especially for my wife. She's had a really hard time with it. She's having trouble sleeping. She's barricading the doors at night sometimes. We ended up going into therapy for trauma, and it's just been really rough on her. So what happened? It says the story started in April when the Moody's were looking for a contractor for home improvements on their home in Forest Park. Search took them to Home Advisor, a website that claims to match homeowners with trusted local pros for any home project. Home Advisor even boasts of an extensive screening process to ensure every business in our network is reputable. And that's what these guys do. Go to Angie's List, go to Google recommended, go to any of them, and they say their screening process is fantastic, and they've screened these people so you don't have to. Well, it turns out they don't do a whole lot of screening. The guy said, I felt like this was a great way to get a quality contractor to do the work. Now, they don't talk about pricing either, so that's a problem. But anyway, it says, but quality is far from what Moody got. While he was packing up his tools, he just started screaming and yelling and broke all the patio furniture and threw it into the windows of the garage. He said he was not satisfied with the work the contractor did before the rampage. Nonetheless, he'd already paid the contractor in full and has no idea why he did such a thing. The couple asked to hide the contractor's identity because they don't want to engage him any further. And so this was wild. Okay, so you have a contractor come to your house. He's working. You don't like the work that he did, but you've already paid him, and you're just kind of like, well, let's finish this up. And so when he got done, we don't even know if he got finished, but he wasn't very happy. And so there's video. But in the police report, so they called the police. It says an officer described the contractor as physically violent, sweating profusely, frothing at the mouth, and possibly in a state of delirium. So paramedics took him to a hospital. And the homeowner says, we really don't want to give him a reason to come back. After the incident, Moody started to wonder about Home Advisor's extensive screening process. As well you should, and as well as everyone out there. If I can just do one pro tip, hey, these companies make money on referrals. They don't make money on their screening. Okay? So it's up to you. Don't believe the hype. He said, we did our own background check and found the news service did their own background check and found the contractor's criminal history. He was found guilty of felony burglary in 2008. Now, I do believe in some rehabilitation. Okay. So, this is 2021. This happened in 2008. Was it good? No. But again, to deny somebody the right to earn a living is not great. Okay. Not something I would ever say was okay. Maybe that makes me a pacifist or gullible, but that's just the way I choose to think. So it says the homeowner did some digging as well and discovered another customer complained to Home Advisor about poor workmanship from the same contractor in April before Home Advisor matched him with the Moody's. The other customer is suing the contractor. So all this could have been avoided if they just said what they advertised that they do. And that's you know what? This statement is so true. Okay. This is true in every single thing you look at, including the government. Okay. All of life. This could have all been avoided if they just did what they advertise they do. So when you say something, do it. Okay. Nobody does this anymore. Nobody. There's not one place that you can trust where someone will just do what they advertise that they do. The advertising and what actually happens are two very, very different things. I think more and more Americans are waking up to this, but it's not happening fast enough. So it says, then he goes on to say, these contractors are coming to your home. This is a safety issue for each of the users of this platform, and I think they really need to take that seriously. And then Home Advisor and its parent company, Angie, would not agree to an interview. They won't agree, but I'll tell you, and I'm not criticizing Airbnb, but Airbnb has a rapid response team that will actually, if something happens, like say, you get raped, or say, I don't wish that to happen to anybody, but say it happens in a unit that you've rented, or say the owner has had cameras and has been watching you the entire time you're there, and you find out about it. And, they have a response team, Airbnb, that will go and they will, look and see what happened. They'll pay you off if you need to be paid off. They will, they'll do whatever they need to do to not have negative press. I don't know if Home Advisor does, but one of the first things would have been to at least, be part of an interview, because now it looks like you're hiding. And then it says a spokesperson told us in an email that their screening process allows for certain felony convictions, and if they're at least 7 years old, it says, as for the prior complaint, if they're at least 7 years old. So the company said they started investigating on April 29th, and they suspended the contractor on May 3rd, a day before Moody would pay for the project through the Angie app. A suspension means no new work can begin, but already scheduled products like the Moody's are allowed to proceed. And no one told the Moody's about the first complaint. The Moody's kept their appointment, and the trusted local pro wrapped up his work, grabbed his tools, and then went on that backyard rampage. It seemed like they should have removed him, or at least suspended him from the service immediately when that happened. And I think they should contact the other clients he has, the other referrals that have been made, so that they know what to expect. It says that they booted the contractor for good after they saw the Moody's video, but it doesn't matter. And then it says now Moody is in a month-long back and forth with Home Advisor. So the company offered to pay for the damages for the garage and the shoddy work that needs to be redone, but they and Moody are thousands of dollars apart on what that dollar amount should be. So it says, we really feel like we've lost a lot of security living in this neighborhood. It doesn't feel like safe anymore. And he's stuck with those daily reminders of a day he'd rather forget. Home advisor says they're disheartened by the incident, which they call rare. Doesn't matter. The company says their offer to the family went above and beyond the scope of the original project, but again, the Moody's disagree. Well, seriously. It says this is rare. They have a state. I mean, you know, it's you, family, versus a huge corporation with tons of money behind it. And it's always going to be like, you know, you have to go through the gauntlet to try and get something done for your house. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. And that's the way it is. For real estate sales, you can look at many different sites for reviews, and many of them are paid and many of them are fake for real estate agents. And some places will even say they vet people, but you know, the human condition, people just freak out sometimes. So that's, you know, you tried to mitigate a risk, but it didn't happen. But nobody knows about buying homes and selling homes that doesn't do it every day. They watch HGTV and think it's real. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's entertainment, though. I mean, that's what it is. It's entertainment. So when you bring your thoughts and your non-expertise into the marketplace for buying a home, you can really get damaged. And I've always wondered, do you want to go along with this fake narrative, or do you want the reality of the real estate game? And to me, the reality is it's kind of dicey. Buying a home that somebody else is selling, you never know what's wrong with it. You may not know for years. Paying too much for a house because it's marketed very, very well. Sellers don't like to pay commissions sometimes to agents because they don't think they're doing anything, but you can get a house sold most of the time within 35 days or within 30 days in a decent market. But anyway, you know, we are hardwired to believe that a review from someone else means something. So in my small circle, let's just say I know 1,000 people in my small circle. Okay. That's it. Those are the only people I know. Anybody outside of that circle that writes a review, I have no idea who they are. I don't know what they represent. I don't know anything about them. And yet I will take their word on Amazon as fact. Like, oh, this was a great review. And plus, I'm biased when I read my reviews. Let's say I want to buy a car. Am I going to look for positive reviews or am I going to look for negative reviews? And you say, well, I'm a balanced thinker. I'm just going to look for all the reviews and I'll make but are you? Let's just say you could afford a red Porsche and it was just gorgeous. Okay. Are you going to start looking for like negative things about the Porsche? I mean, if you see them, are you going to pay as much weight as you will for somebody that says, this Porsche is awesome, but go buy one now that you never met before? So, you know, are reviews the best way to find a real estate agent? I don't think so. And then you say, well, you should try someone that you met, you know, that somebody else used. Well, that's not any better. I'll be honest with you. I mean, what do they know? It's really dicey. So, you know, my whole thing is, hey, I'm online. You see me every day. You know, this is what I do. You might want to call me. You might want to list with me. You might want me to sell your home because that's what I do. And so far I haven't flipped out on camera. I might, but just be aware. There's been so much money made in the past 20 years for just fake stuff. I mean, Yelp is an absolute trash bin. It's a dumpster fire. There's no one in their right mind would use Yelp for anything. Okay. Yet here they are. Angie's List, Home Advisor, Zillow doesn't screen anybody. They just say, here, pay the money and we'll put you number one. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. We've taken what we're hardwired, to believe, and we've just exploited it to awesome levels. So I feel bad for these people. I feel bad for them. As far as not liking the work being performed, this is an age-old complaint that will never go away. We all have different standards for work. Let's just put it like this. Okay, let's say I want someone to do the floors in my house. I actually had this happen. I want somebody to do the carpet in the basement. I don't put carpet in my basement. This was a rental a number of years back. So I call the guy, call 3 people. I get an estimate. The first estimate was the lowest, but that had to do with the type of carpet. So I went with this other guy. And the first thing you should know about flooring is most of the time the guy selling the flooring is paying somebody else as a subcontractor, 1099, to put in the flooring. So the installer isn't part of the company. So then you get these. So now you got this guy come in, and he came in and he put carpet right over the drains. It was just stupid. And then I called the guy and I said, "You put the carpet over the drains?" And he said, "Oh, well, we do that all the time. We thought you'd like that." No, I don't like that. I think that's stupid. Anyway, so the quality wasn't there. Or his quality and my quality were 2 different things. It is associated with price, okay? But it also is a problem. When you have someone, let's just say I did do construction for 10 years. I kind of have some idea about this. So let's just say if you're a consumer and you think about things in terms of price, okay? So I want someone to install X flooring for this price. So you're price conscious, okay? But you're not material conscious. And what I mean by that is, let's say you want to get something done for $5,000, okay? And the flooring that you choose is, $4 a square foot. That's just for the materials. Well, now you've got a problem, depending on the size, because your materials are going to be more than the amount that you're willing to pay, just for the materials. And now you need somebody to install it. And so what people always get messed up on is they say, well, I want to get something done for like I said, $5,000. Okay. And then then the contractor comes back and says, well, the flooring is X and this is what I charge. So we're at like $10,000. And so they'll go find a different person, and the different person is either going to have to short the materials, okay, or short the labor, neither of which is going to help you in the end of the day. So if you demand a certain material, now we're just talking about labor. But no one thinks about contracting that way. No one thinks about remodeling their house that way. And in some ways it does matter. In some ways it doesn't matter. So drywall, it's kind of a commodity. No one really cares. Okay. But in a bathroom, you wouldn't think, but those faucets and, shower heads and all that stuff, if they match, you could be in there for $1,000 in just materials, over something you buy at Lowe's for, the Aqua Source brand for, 30. I mean, that it does matter. The tile. I mean, there's no question the tile is just, I gotta check that. The type of tile, the type of flooring, in a kitchen, the type of cabinets, there's a very wide range in cabinet prices, type of appliances. When you get into more expensive homes, we're looking for Thermador. We're not looking, and it's like commercial stuff. We're not looking for I don't know, Samsung. Samsung doesn't have a good, right now, doesn't have a good, exclusive or elite brand status for appliances. So anyway, these are things to look at. Hopefully you understand, kind of where where you can have an issue with the getting repairs done, or getting new work done. It's okay to get, to have your house done. Just know that there's these pitfalls, and maybe Home Advisor isn't exactly where you want to go to get a referral. People ask me for referrals all the time. I've actually been in business so long that people have retired and gone out of business during my time in business, and some of those guys are really good. So it was really sad when they retired, but that's the way it is. So sometimes I can give you a referral, sometimes I can't. It just depends. In real estate, I'll leave with this. One of the bigger tricks you can do is you go to find some contractors that are kind of shady, and you say, "Hey man, pay me a couple $1,000 a month, and I'll send you every lead I get. I'll send you every referral I get, because we always need work done." So plumbers are normally hard. They're not interested because they make all kinds of money anyway. Electricians are always in demand, so they don't really care. But you get into like termite and pest control. There's just 1,000 of them. So anyway, then as the real estate agent, you're taking all this money from all these people, okay, and then you use that for marketing, and then you build your business off the backs of the advertising of the others. When someone asks you, "Hey, do you know somebody that does this?" You certainly do know somebody that does that, but you don't tell them that they've paid you, $12,000 a year just to be on the list. I think that's shady. So for the most part, anybody that I've ever referred in my business has been somebody I've used, somebody I do currently use, or I've heard really, really, really good things about them for somebody else. There's no money that changes hands. I think that's the way it should be. I think that's the ethical thing to do. But again, I'm not the highest producer in St. Louis, not even close. So, take that for what it is. On that fun note, I'm going to head out. Thank you for watching. I will do a better job of starting the live streams tomorrow. I've committed to it. I will be on Odyssey at some point in time when they get their stuff together. I will probably not be on Rumble because I don't understand what's going on. So that's it. That's where I'm at.